18 on God's Country here on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And there's a couple folks requested.
It was a year since I last played. How do I start my combine?
We are using the Deere 690 new S series here. Notice the ping there went way high for some reason. Anyway, we are joined on the server at the moment by, and I better bring up the list, Thomas, Robin, and X's. Oh, and I just noticed something too. Robin is Dutch. Okay. Interesting. So yes, harvesting some soybeans here. Like I said, the new John Deere S Series modded combine here on the map. Added this here about a week or so ago. And everybody seems to be liking this combine here so far. Looks good from the outside, looks good from the inside. Interior monitor here has some, basic features on it. So you can see the fill level and stuff like that. Yeah, overall seems like a nice new combine. I'll be keeping it on the server here for a while.
Hey, how do I start GPS?
Do you have GPS open?
No.
Control 0. It's 0 on the numpad too.
And how do I start going forward with GPS?
Control W will lock in the steering, and then just drive like you normally would, or use the 3 to set your cruise control.
It's missing a string when I just do this.
Oh, did you set up the red and green lines yet? First you need to set your width, which is Control 3, again 3 on the numpad, and then Control Enter to set the line where you want it. The line will set down the center of your combine.
How do you move it, you say?
Control Enter will align it with your combine. And it's, again, Enter on the numpad.
Perfect.
Robin there got the faster combine. That's the Caterpillar combine. Again, you folks have probably seen that before. Just a little bit OP in my opinion. Let's see what's here. Probably do one more field maybe. Let's see what's more axes lines up there. Anyway, just a reminder again, if you want to join us on the multiplayer server, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, information for joining can be found in the description below. Download links for the mods needed to join the server, as well as information for the TeamSpeak server. Again, we do ask if you want to join us on the Farming Simulator server, please join us on TeamSpeak. That is kind of a requirement there. Again, just for pretty much communication purposes, plus helps to cut down on the riffraff. And at least typically, I'm usually on right around the 7 to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll let you folks figure out whatever time zone that is for you. But 7.
Are you recording right now?
7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I'm on. Yes, I am.
Okay.
It's also a slightly smaller header on this combine as well. This is a John Deere 640 flex draper header here. The 640 indicates it is 40 feet wide, whereas the Caterpillar one there, that is a 45-foot header. And again, that's just simply what this mod came with. It came with a I think it was a 630 and a 640. Unfortunately, no 645 header. Okay, and we'll read some comments here in a moment. We'll just call him B. I was saying, thanks for taking us on the tour of the barn. I heard it's hard to make a living farming. At least it's an honest day's work. That's probably true. It is, I would say, for the most part, honest day's work. At least hard work anyway. Well, it depends what you're doing. I guess you could call it hard work. But yeah, so you're definitely going to have to work for it, and that is for sure. Fresh Pank was saying, for the stump, put a quarter stick of dynamite in it. Yes, I'd love to. There's a little thing called a house. That's just a little too close to it, though. Northman was asking what tractor we're using to pull out the stumps. That is a Mahindra tractor, a Mahindra 5010. Francis is saying, what a mess they're harvesting. Yes, that was pretty much a mess there. Last episode, they're harvesting on Hobbs Farm.
I'm taking the last small string.
Okay. And yeah, we got several fields of canola here to harvest, by the way. Pretty much finished harvesting all the fields last night there on the server and replanted. Looks like they were all replanted in soybeans. Okay. Maxon said he was finishing up the last little bit there. Surprised we actually made it all the way to the end of the field there and didn't fill up. Oh, soybeans aren't the highest yield, but it seemed like we would have filled up by then, but I guess not. Okay, moving on to the next field then. Let's see. I'm assuming that's Robin in the combine over there. Not sure what field he's heading to. He's heading to the one right next to us here, so we'll head to the next one. We pretty much own all the fields on the map at this point here. There's probably a couple fields we don't own yet. I see 30 down there we don't own. 29. I think that actually might be about it. Unless there's more fields hiding under the GPS mod there I can't see, that might very well be. Okay, starting in on the next field here then. Anyway, back to Francis's comment there, and again, like you were saying, get rid of all but 2 to 3 combines. That would probably be ideal for that field size there. 2, maybe I'd probably stick with 2 combines. I like to keep the numbers even, just so the math works out nicely.
Okay, I will move the tractor to the next field.
Nathaniel was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Blonde Lizard was saying, fill the hole in. Yes, we already did fill the hole in where the stumps were.
Okay. Robin, why are you not talking?
Okie Farmer was saying, I just watched and saying, there's Randy in either shorts and flip-flops again. And then on the screen appears myself in shorts and flip-flops. Exactly. What did you expect? Okay. He's got
He's on where?
What was that?
Do you talk?
Edward was saying for the next map, you should do a Belchq Profond. Ooh, that's an old map there. I remember that from back in 13. I didn't know they had that one for 17. And he's also saying everyone complains about Courseplay not doing something complex. Hey, I can't even get Courseplay to go in a straight line on the interstate, let alone a field. It shouldn't be too hard to get Courseplay to do a straight line. You know, just, well, if you can drive a straight line anyway. And just start course recording, drive a straight line, stop, and it should drive a straight line. But, yeah, again, I'm not sure why Courseplay was being so derpy with the whole harvesting there. I mean, again, I know we're doing something very complex there for Courseplay, and again, the field was probably a little bit small, and ideally you wouldn't want to do a headland. But still, why Courseplay was being so derpy with a headland, I do not know. I mean, if it wouldn't have done some of the weird turns it did, it would have turned out much, much better. Oh, got somebody driving the truck. Okay.
I can't back. I mean, I can't reverse.
You can't back up?
Nope.
Oh,
it's an arrow.
Oh, okay. So you got the drive control on. Push and hold spacebar, I think it is. That'll turn that off. Yeah, for whatever reason, we do have drive control on the server here, and we have disabled what's called the shuttle control and drive control. We got drive control there. Okay. The shuttle
that's
is the forward and reverse, which allows you to switch between forward and reverse. Most of us here on the server don't particularly like that feature, so we disabled it. But for some reason, you can still turn it on, and somehow it still gets turned on at times. We're not quite sure, seeing how it's actually disabled at the mod level. Pretty much I didn't take any chances here disabling the shuttle control. We actually disabled it at the mod level. But yeah, for some reason it still turns on yet.
%50 in combine.
Anyway, Edward was saying, great to see the evolution of progress. First the trusty axe and then chainsaw. Great video. The reason the stump was wet because plant life shares its collected moisture through the roots. Also, that's how they grow. Partially is collecting the moisture from the ground, equivalent to drinking water. Yes, that is true. The tree stump, by the way, for those who are wondering, I don't think I mentioned this in any of my videos, was probably about 3 years old. So at that point, it should have mostly dried out, but I suspect the reason was the tree next to it there. Was preventing the sun from getting to it, and maybe even causing other issues.
Is the beeping sound for the field is almost over? Or what?
What was that?
Is the beeping sound for when the field is almost over?
Not sure I quite understood what you said there.
It's a beeping sound in the end of the field.
Okay, that's the, yeah, I got you. GPS mod's doing that.
Yeah, I understand that. But is it just the end of the field?
Yeah, GPS beeps when it gets to the end of the, or almost to the end of the field.
Okay, so it wakes you up.
Yep. Replay was saying, you know, there's something called a stump grinder, right? Yes, that's called rental, and it's called money. Why do that when you can use the equipment you already have? Beasteen was asking, are those shorts and flip-flops OSHA approved? Definitely. Jeffrey was saying, leave it to Randy to show us safety first. Exactly. Hunt Gaming was saying, in case you couldn't tell, he has something covering the cable, so in case it snaps, it won't hurt anyone. Yes, for those of you who did not catch that, we did have the winch cable draped in a couple of old heavy coats there. So in case it did snap, in theory, shouldn't hurt anybody. And actually 2 reasons. You know, in case 1, the cable snaps, or 2, in case the stump decides to suddenly pop out of the ground. Which in both cases did not happen. Both stumps actually came out very slowly. Definitely the way you want it to happen, by the way, at least in my opinion. Definitely don't want no, you know, flying stumps. Hunter was saying, love the Hobbs Farm. Keep it up. So yes, Hobbs Farm, that pretty much was the last episode on Hobbs Farm there. Like I said, we'll do one more episode, just kind of wrapping it up.
Row is mine.
Christopher was saying last stump was stubborn. Yes, it was. Quite surprisingly, it was considerably smaller than the first stump, but it was probably just as stubborn, if not more. Jeffrey was saying, I've not had any problems using headlands with horseplay yet. I'm even on the wild fields of county lines, and not one problem. Figured I'd let you know. Very puzzling how much was left. Yeah, so I've had several people comment on that now and saying how they're not having issues with horseplay missing as much. I'm not sure what was up with that, why horseplay decided. Again, I mean, you folks seen in the video there if you watched it.
Is the truck full?
Horseplay was just missing massive
or
amounts
does
in the
it
corner.
have place for more? Okay. Good.
Tyler was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Mathos was saying an update is out for Stevie's map. And also I found that if you use the F-150 field truck, it will put a gas pump icon in the middle of the field on the map where there isn't one. Oh, that's interesting, because obviously we do use the F-150, or no, it's F-250. F-250. Assuming we're talking the same truck here. But it's an F-250, the truck we always use for mobile resupply, fuel, seed, and fertilizer. And you're saying that puts a gas pump icon in the middle of the map. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay, folks, look, there is a gas pump icon in the middle of the map. I suspect there's probably not one actually there, I don't think. And again, for those who can't tell, this is just Sosnovka remade with production on it. So for those of you thinking this looks like Sosnovka, it is. Caleb was saying, case for life, John Deere sucks. That's terrible. I'll have a moment of silence for you. Yes, in case you folks can't not tell from all the John Deere mods, that might be one of my favorite brands of agricultural equipment.
The truck has 6% space left.
Okay. I can go empty it in a moment. Big Dog was saying, I think it might be possible that John Deere won't sell them a license because they have their own game. Though, seeing how old it is, that might not be an issue. I kind of agree with that. Seeing how old the John Deere farming simulator, I don't know if you even want to call them a farming simulator game, but as old as what the John Deere games were, I don't think that's going to be an issue anymore. I mean, the games are, what, 10 years old probably? I'm not aware of John Deere plans on releasing any more simulator games, at least that I know of anyway. Carson was asking, is there a mod site you like best, or one that doesn't have as many bugs, or one better than the other? For a mod site that doesn't have as many bugs, you probably want to go with FSUK. That's probably the safest mod website out there. Unfortunately, their selection of mods isn't the greatest, but what they have, you can pretty much guarantee it works. At least it should anyway. And at least a couple other favorites, LS 2017, Mod Hoster, American Eagle Modding, American Style Modding. Those are probably at least the 4 off the top of my head anyway. But again, at least with the mods off all 4 of those sites, you're going to kind of have to watch it a little bit. And, you know, too, the websites that give a rating system allow people that download the mods to rate the mod. Always take a look at that as well. You know, if it's got a poor rating, there's probably something wrong with that mod. Okay, we'll empty out the combine here. It should fill up the truck from the sounds of how full it was. That's interesting. Get out and top the combine. Nick was saying, love the videos. Thank you very much for that. John was saying, we use multiple corn pickers from my great-grandpa. Interesting that you still use corn pickers yet. Definitely do not see those used anymore, other than, you know, maybe just for the fun of it. And I can't say I've really even seen much of that, really. Adrian was saying, first like, and can you give a shout out? Yes, I can. Shout out there to Adrian. And we'll probably be putting this in the Art Mechanic silo. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a really bad leg spike. I don't know if that truck was already up on that or not, but it definitely is now. Sean was saying, my family barn is built like that, but it's been fixed up. Also, the tractor should still run or be easy to fix up. Yes, the tractor should still run yet, I'm pretty sure. Probably just, you know, need some new fuel, a little bit cleaning up, maybe clean the carburetor. And, you know, probably a new battery. Sure, it definitely needs a new battery. But yeah, kind of like I was saying that about that. Well, it'd be cool to fix the barn up. Unfortunately, there's not much practical use for a barn like that anymore, at least in farming. Can't really store your, at least the modern equipment anyway, in it anymore. Not without some major redoing. Which, not to say it could be done. It could definitely be done. Definitely have to have probably a new floor in that barn, though. And yeah, unfortunately, you know, because of the low ceilings, it's not like you can store really any equipment underneath the barn. That's pretty much outside of the question. You can obviously put some cattle down there, but again, it's not very big, so you're not going to fit that many cattle down there. Potter Farms was saying, what recording system do you use on Farming Simulator 17 and how much is it? Well, I use OBS Studio to record Farming Simulator and pretty much any other gameplay videos for that matter. I always use OBS Studio. And the best price, or best part about that is the price. It is free.
How's it going with the selling?
Oh, I just put them in the silo.
Okay. And why do I have
I guess I could have probably
638 euro?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I probably could have brought the truck over to the other fields there.
I thought only admins could get money.
No, we got the bank mod on here, so everybody can earn their own money.
Okay.
Well, Jess is a good reminder there.
So when someone leaves something, you get a percentage of it?
The money all gets split evenly. So if we sell something, everybody gets the same split. So I think with what we got 4 people on the server at the moment. Say we make $1,000, everybody's going to get $250. And where the money you got came from, I'm not sure. Something must have sold somewhere. I don't know.
You sold something, I think.
No, I don't think so.
It's probably the greenhouses. They're automatic.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yep. But again, with that too, if you have the bank mod and you want to keep your money, you need to make sure you put your money in the bank. Otherwise, once you log out, it just automatically goes to the admin. Much like I was going to say there, again, for those who have not seen that, the bank mod is right control and K, opens up the Pleasant Valley Bank. And then you can transfer money from game to the bank. We're using the controls right here. You know, just bank all, refresh, and that will store the money for the next time you log on. Okay, last little bit here. I looks like it'll be about time to wrap up the episode already as well. Delkin was saying, God's Country looks like a little bit too small for multiplayer. Glad everyone else is having fun though. I don't know if I'd say it's too small for multiplayer. It just means we finish it fairly quickly. So yeah, we're probably just about done with this map. Again, for those who are wondering how do we consider a map being done, it's pretty much, you know, once we have all the big equipment. And in this case, we pretty much almost own all the fields as well. So not much else to do on the map other than continue to repeat what we've already done. You know, once we start repeating too much, you know, it's like, well, time to move on. Maxwell saying, what is the password for the multiplayer servers? The password for the multiplayer servers, again, can be found in TeamSpeak. Oh, did somebody grab the truck already?
Robin,
good.
Go get the offloader for me, please. Or I do it myself, if you don't want to.
And that, again, is the reason we have the password in TeamSpeak there. Again, just trying to keep the troublemakers off. And TeamSpeak also has all the rest of the information for joining the servers as well. And again, if you're having any issues, you know, download mods or something, you can hop on TeamSpeak. We'll try to help you with that if we can. We've definitely had quite a few interesting issues over the years with download mods. I think some very weird ones, that's for sure.
How fast didn't I offload? Unload?
That combine's pretty much instant.
Okay. Another mod, I say?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, folks, with that, I think we'll wrap up the video here. Again, hope you folks enjoyed getting to see the John Deere S690 here.
Okay,
again,
where's
this is a
next
newer
field?
S-Series
Look on the
modded John Deere combine. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And again, if you want to join us on the server here, information for joining can be found in the description below. We got server 1, there's the Porta map, Porta Wet.
Number 8 and number 7.
Server 2, God's Country. And then server 3 is York County logging map. So again, if you want to join us, information's in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.